Hello everybody, myself Asit Kumar Patnaik. Again, I am coming back to my channel Asit Saricomania. Today I will discuss balance of payment part 1. In this part I will discuss economic transactions in BOP and structure of balance of payment. It is the most important part of the macroeconomics. So definitely my clarification and my explanation would be interesting one. So please my friends, watch my video till the end. So please like my video, subscribe my video, and also comment me. So I do not want to waste more time. Just I am going to start the topic. uh, Introduction of BOP. Balance of payment, actually, before that, we know that our country has multiple trade relation with many countries, and in this globalized world, uh, the country has made trade relation with many countries, and uh, the related economic transactions made by the domestic country with the rest of the world, it is recorded in a statement, and this statement is called balance of payment. So balance of payment, it is a systematic record of all economic transactions between the residents of a country and the rest of the world, between the residents of a country and abroad, or between the residents of a country and the residents of foreign countries during a given period of time. So basically, just we must remember all types of receipts and payments made in the form of foreign exchange. So what is the meaning of foreign exchange? ये विदेशी विनिमय क्या है? What is the meaning of foreign exchange? How to define foreign exchange? It means currencies of other countries other than the domestic currency. हमारी करेंसी को छोड़कर currencies of other countries are called foreign exchange. So for us, dollar, pound sterling, euro, टाका, लीरा, so ये जो करेंसीज हमारे लिए फॉरेन एक्सचेंज है. सो basically, before it means discussion of economic transactions, just I want to inform you all receipts and payments made in the form of foreign exchange, made in the form of foreign currencies. So two sides are there. I will discuss in the structure of BOP, credit side and debit side. But now just we remember all receipts entry on the credit side of BOP and all payments recorded on the debit side of BOP. Here all receipts, it means inflow of foreign exchange, and all payments, it is outflow of foreign exchange. So all receipts recorded on the credit side of BOP, and all payments or outflow of foreign exchange, it is recorded on debit side of BOP. So just now I am going to discuss economic transactions in BOP. First one, it is visible goods. It includes export and import of physical goods. Export and import of goods. Export of goods, it is recorded on the credit side of BOP. Because suppose export to USA. So value of the exports received in the form of dollars. Okay, so receipt means it is entry on credit side of BOP. Similarly, import of goods, it is entry on debit side of BOP. Because in case of import of goods, we make payment, okay, to the rest of the world. So there is outflow of foreign exchange. So receipts means there is inflow of foreign exchange, and payment means there is outflow of foreign exchange. So first economic transaction, it is export of goods and export and import of goods. Clear? Next one, invisible items or services. It includes export and import of services like shipping, banking, insurance, etc. Clear? Shipping, banking, insurance, etc. These services providing to the rest of the world, it is entry on credit side of BOP. Due to this, there is inflow of foreign exchange. Similarly, when we import these services from the rest of the world, it is recorded on debit side of BOP because there is outflow of foreign exchange. ये जो सर्विसेज है शिपिंग बैंकिंग इंश्योरेंस, जब हम इंपोर्ट करेंगे तब हमको पेमेंट करना पड़ेगा, तो पेमेंट मीन्स इट इज आउटफ्लो ऑफ फॉरेन एक्सचेंज। और ये सर्विसेज हम एक्सपोर्ट करेंगे टू द रेस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड और टू अब्रोड। ये सर्विसेज का वैल्यू को हम जो रिसीव करेंगे वो एंट्री होगा क्रेडिट साइड में, देयर इज इनफ्लो ऑफ फॉरेन एक्सचेंज। फॉर एग्जांपल यू सी, वी प्रोवाइड दीज सर्विसेज टू द USA government or USA residents. So they payment to us. It means we receive the value of these services in the form of dollars. Clear? So second economic transaction, it is invisible items or services, export and import of services. Clear? Similarly, third one, unilateral transfers. Unilateral transfers, gifts, donations, remittances, financial assistance at the time of disaster, etc. Okay, when we give gifts, donations, remittances, financial assistance at the time of disaster to the rest of the world, then it is entry on debit side of BOP because there is outflow of foreign exchange. When we receive these things, one-sided transactions, when we receive these things, then it is recorded on the credit side of BOP. It means there is inflow of foreign exchange. It is one-sided transaction. Okay, when we receive actually these type of transactions, then in return there is no payment to the rest of the world. Similarly, when we provide these things, then we do not expect any type of return from the rest of the world. So it is one-sided, unilateral transfers. Then income from investment, in this transaction it is receipts and payments of profit, interest, dividends, etc. Government, our Indian MNCs operating in abroad or in rest of the world, they are getting profit. Their profit is coming to our country, and the profit received by the Indian MNCs in abroad, it is recorded on credit side of BOP because there is inflow of foreign exchange. Similarly, when foreign MNCs operating in India, how much profit they are getting? Okay, the profit, their profit going to their countries. Okay, in this case it is recorded on debit side of BOP because there is outflow of foreign exchange. Similarly, interest. Suppose Indian investors lending to abroad. Indian investors lending to abroad. Then Indian investors receive interest from the rest of the world. It is recorded on credit side of BOP because there is inflow of foreign exchange. Similarly, our Indian farms or our government borrow from rest of the world. Suppose, for example, TISCO, Tata Iron and Steel Company, borrow from a USA farm. Then TISCO must be obliged to pay interest. The payment of interest made in the form of foreign exchange, or made, it means from USA farm. TISCO borrow from USA farm means the payment of interest made in the form of dollar. So it is, in this case, it is recorded on debit side of BOP because there is outflow of foreign exchange. Similarly, dividends. When Indian residents invest funds ऑन द शेयर्स ऑफ फॉरेन कंपनी, जब हम फॉरेन कंपनी के शेयर के ऊपर इन्वेस्ट करेंगे तब हमको डिविडेंड प्राप्त होगा, देन वी रिसीव डिविडेंड. Then receive dividend means there is inflow of foreign exchange. We receive dividend in the form of foreign exchange. Okay, due to this there is inflow of foreign exchange. It is recorded on credit side of BOP. Similarly, when the foreign residents invest funds on the shares of Indian firms and Indian companies, then Indian firms and Indian companies pay dividend to them. So it is outflow of foreign exchange and it is recorded on debit side of BOP. Clear? So income from investment. Then capital transfers. Basically capital transfers, borrowing and lending. Second one, foreign investment. In case of borrowing, private sector borrow from the rest of the world. Our government borrow from the rest of the world. It is recorded on credit side because there is inflow of foreign exchange. For example, you see our government borrow $50 million from IMF, International Monetary Fund. जब हमारा गवर्नमेंट $50 million इंटरनेशनल मॉनेटरी फंड से बोरो किया तो वो क्रेडिट साइड में एंट्री होगा. इट इज रिकॉर्डेड ऑन क्रेडिट साइड बिकॉज देयर इज इनफ्लो ऑफ फॉरेन एक्सचेंज. हमको अभी $50 million प्राप्त हुआ in the form of borrowing. Clear? So similarly in case of lending, suppose Reliance company lending to a USA firm. Reliance company lending $50,000 to a USA firm. So there is outflow of foreign exchange. It is entry on debit side of BOP. So lending and borrowing. Similarly, when foreign investors are coming and investing in India, so it is inflow of foreign exchange and recorded on credit side. When Indian investors investing in abroad, when Indian investors investing funds in rest of the world, it is entry on credit side because there is outflow of foreign exchange. Here it is related to the capital transfers. Okay, so these are the different economic transactions made by the resident country with the rest of the world. Clear? So in this case, basically related to the credit side, inflow of foreign exchange. Again, just separately I want to discuss inflow of foreign exchange or receipt side. Export of goods, export of services, receive gifts, donations, remittance of money, and financial assistance from the rest of the world, receive investment income in the form of interest, profit and dividend, receive borrowing from the rest of the world, foreign investors investing in India. So in this case, there is inflow of foreign exchange. Okay, all are the receipts. There is inflow of foreign exchange due to these transactions. These transactions entry on credit side of BOP. Similarly, payment side or outflow of foreign exchange, you see the economic transactions, import of goods, import of services, providing gifts, donations, remittance of money and financial assistance to the rest of the world, payment of investment income like interest, dividend and profit, lending to abroad, Indian investors investing funds in abroad. So all these cases payment, there is outflow of foreign exchange and all these transactions recorded on debit side of BOP. Clear? So related to the structure of BOP, in accounting sense always balance of payment is always balanced one. Always in accounting sense the receipt must be equal to the payment. Receipt means In inflow of foreign exchange, it is equal to outflow of foreign exchange according to the double entry bookkeeping system. Structure of BOP has two sides. One is credit side. Already I have discussed credit side. All inflows or receipts of foreign exchange. All inflows or receipts of foreign exchange are recorded on the credit side. मैं अभी बोल चुका हूं कब हमको रिसीव होगा, कब हम फॉरेन एक्सचेंज इनफ्लो होगा, बोल चुका हूं. क्रेडिट साइड में क्या क्या ट्रांजैक्शंस एंट्री होगा? एक्सपोर्ट ऑफ गुड्स, एक्सपोर्ट ऑफ सर्विसेज, receipt of gift, donations, remittance of money, financial assistance from the rest of the world, received investment income in the form of interest, profit and dividend from the rest of the world, raise fund through borrowing from the rest of the world, foreign investors investing funds in India. So all these cases there is inflow of foreign exchange. It is the receipt side, and all these transactions recorded on the credit side. Similarly, debit side, all payments or outflows of foreign exchange. Okay, in which type of transactions there is outflows of foreign exchange or payments of foreign exchange? When import of goods, import of services, providing gifts, donations, remittance of money, financial assistance to the rest of the world, payment of investment income like interest, dividend and profit to the rest of the world, lending to abroad, Indian investors investing funds in abroad. So all these, in all these transactions, entry on debit side of BOP, because there is outflow of foreign exchange. So in accounting sense, BOP is always balanced one according to the double entry bookkeeping system. But in economic sense, BOP need not be always equal. Just to remember, accounting sense, BOP is always balanced one. But in economic sense, BOP need not be always equal. You see, balanced BOP means receipt is equal to payment. Inflow of foreign exchange is equal to outflows of foreign exchange. So receipts means inflows of foreign exchange, and payments means outflows of foreign exchange. ओके, जो रिसिप्ट हो रहा है वो क्या हम रिसिप्ट कर रहे हैं, कैसे रिसिप्ट कर रहे हैं? जो हमारा रिसिप्ट हो रहा है वो फॉरेन एक्सचेंज में रिसिप्ट हो रहा है, और जो पेमेंट हो रहा है वो फॉरेन एक्सचेंज में रिसिप्ट पेमेंट किया जा रहा है. ओके, बैलेंस्ड बीओपी, इट इज इनफ्लोज ऑफ फॉरेन एक्सचेंज इक्वल टू आउटफ्लोज ऑफ फॉरेन एक्सचेंज. इन केस ऑफ सरप्लस बीओपी, when receipts or inflows of foreign exchange is more than payments or outflows of foreign exchange. जब हमारा रिसिप्ट पेमेंट से ज्यादा होगा तब हमारा बीओपी सरप्लस होता है. इन केस ऑफ डेफिसिट बीओपी, when receipts or inflows of foreign exchange less than payments or outflows of foreign exchange. जितना फॉरेन एक्सचेंज हम रिसीव कर रहे हैं इकोनॉमिक ट्रांजैक्शन से, उससे ज्यादा हम पेमेंट कर रहे हैं. So when receipts or inflows of foreign exchange less than payments or outflows of foreign exchange. तो जो टू साइड से, क्रेडिट साइड डेबिट साइड, जो भी रिसिप्ट होगा वो क्रेडिट साइड में एंट्री होगा, और जो भी पेमेंट होगा वो डेबिट साइड में रिकॉर्डेड होगा. सो रिसिप्ट्स मीन्स इनफ्लोज ऑफ फॉरेन एक्सचेंज एंड पेमेंट मीन्स आउटफ्लो ऑफ फॉरेन एक्सचेंज. ओके, मैं बता चुका हूँ इकोनॉमिक ट्रांजैक्शंस. When there is flow of foreign exchange and when there is outflow of foreign exchange, मैं बता चुका हूँ ऑलरेडी. फिर मैं सेकेंड वीडियो में डिफरेंट अकाउंट्स के ऊपर डिस्कस करूंगा. सेकेंड वीडियो में मैं करेंट अकाउंट का जो कंपोनेंट्स है मैं डिस्कस करूंगा. ओके, प्लीज माय फ्रेंड्स वॉच द वीडियो टिल द एंड. डेफिनेटली I think that I have clarified properly and you understand all these things properly. So please subscribe my channel Asit Sarikoomania. Thank you. फिर हम नेक्स्ट वीडियो में मिलेंगे, जो सेकेंड पार्ट ओके मैं लाऊंगा. ओके, थैंक यू.